My name's Dru Haye, session musician, technician, teacher. Well, being from like a sort of church background, I sort of started in playing in church and seeing the musicians playing in there, sort of my relatives and stuff, saw them playing sort of the organs and stuff like that. And I always said to my dad, I'd love to, get up there and play one day. So I just kind of took it from there. Next thing you know, I was playing. Even before my feet could touch the ground, I was playing the keyboards, just bashing away, not really knowing what I was doing, but just finding that I really enjoyed it, and it just kind of did something for me, and it's something I wanted to just keep doing and progressing. And I think people are becoming a lot more open to different styles. I think fusing it. One of the artists I listen to, his name's Robert Glasper, and he's really sort of made jazz modern in what he does. So it sort of appeals, tie it onto the end of R&B or hip hop, and you'll automatically get a new audience, and then they start to check it out, and then maybe they'll start to check out some of the older jazz stuff, and things like that. One of my most notable breaks would have to be playing at the Radio 1 Big Weekend in Maida Vale. I think it was 2008 with Duffy, and we did that, and that was like 30,000 people. I think that's just one of the biggest experiences, and had artists like Usher was there, Madonna. So with my music, I've been able to play for artists. I went to Japan for a week with an artist named Nate James, and we did an event called Billboard Live. So it was amazing. I mean, I'd never been anywhere as far as Japan. I'd been to probably Italy, but going to Japan, like a 17-hour flight, you're sort of anticipating what's it going to be like. When you finally get there, it's totally the other side of the world, like literally. So it's like being there in the environment, just soaking up the culture, has been amazing, and just sharing with other musicians and meeting the local musicians from Japan was amazing. They made us feel really welcome, and just being in that environment, the experience, it's breathtaking. You can't really explain it. You would have to have been there to get the gist of it. It's crazy, yeah. So when I got back to Leicester, I mean, it's easy for you to think, oh, I've been to amazing countries, been all over the world, and think, oh, this is boring. I'm back in Leicester. The music scene's just it's dead. Or even if you go to London, the music scene's just dead. But what I found is that I could bring and share my experiences. Again, being in education and just being around younger musicians and friends, I could share my experiences of my travels and music and tell them what it's really like being on the road or being on tour, and just share that this is how the industry is, or just share that just sitting alongside another musician, I could gain this sort of experience and teach them sort of my journey and my sort of abilities, being away, and what kind of things can I take away from it. I mean, I'm a big fan of listening to different artists and then creating my own ideas from that. So if you look, say, at a piece of art, the artist could be portraying that sort of thing within the music, and then you could say, this is what I'm getting from it, and then you could like say, oh, I'm going to use what he's used, a little bit of my own, and then it instantly becomes a brand new piece. So I never see one artist, two artists being the same. They're always different because their influences are coming from different places, so they're pulling different things from different areas. So yeah, it's creating a unique individual, really. That particular one, sort of dark. I had to sort of look at it a lot to kind of figure out what was going on there. But once I did, I just thought it was sort of dark. Looks a bit mysterious, so you can't really figure out what's going on. So you probably want to play a lot of sort of lower, darker colours. To try and depict that, I'm guessing. Yeah. Sort of foresty. It looks like a mother with a child. You could kind of sort of make some sort of nice music that's showing them sort of, the relationship that they have. Yeah, that one actually reminds me of a piece I did at university when I was studying, and it's like a very abstract piece. There's just a lot of lines, sort of monocolors. So I just generally sort of do a lot of random bits and bobs, nothing that really connects because I couldn't really see any connection in the picture. So just a lot of sort of random bits and bobs. Yeah. that one was probably the most intriguing one, probably for obvious reasons, because it kind of says what it is. It just looks like the sort of typical situation we're dealing with now: recessions, bankers getting paid massive bonuses. It just looks like you got the rich sitting on one table, money in their hands, sort of, and just scowling, looking over at the poor people. The poor people are just, off to the side, kind of, trying to go for scraps for what they can. They're just looking really sort of down. So I sort of had a piece sort of contrast between the two, and it kind of flows into one, and then it kind of goes back onto the bankers sort of thing. Yeah. So this is kind of what I kind of came up with. Excuse me, mistakes.